going on? Look, no intros. Just basically want to jump right into it. Okay, this is a video simply directed. I'm just directing this video straight to the underdogs, man. All the underdogs. And, you know what I'm saying, around this motherfucker, that's around this world, not in it. Biggest thing that I come to realize is that I'm around this world, not in it. And, you know, I write down everything that I get ready to bring forth and speak to you about. You know what I mean? Being authentically real. You know what I'm saying? And I haven't been on here because I've been on other platforms speaking truth. So this video right here, you know, that I'm uploading to YouTube, you know, that's why I have been away from my page for a minute, you know, if anything. But just always keeping it real here, because this is my visual diary, you know what I'm saying? I just speak my truth. But basically, what I want to speak about, you know, going forth, as far as in the new earth in 2022, is like a lot of underdogs that got seated at the bottom. They truly finna see how powerful they've been all along. You get what I'm saying? You know, the ones that didn't overlooked you for many you know, many go-rounds, okay? And just overlooked you. You know what I'm saying? An assortment of, a huge assortment of, you had a huge assortment of overlooks, excuse me. And then throughout that assortment, you know what I'm saying, you always been, you know, swayed to the side. You always been swayed to the side, and somebody else has always been picked over you. And it's just like, this is where I know and see to realize, you know, what I just, you know, tap in to feel that that's no longer, you know, that's no longer gonna be happening. Because, you know, life as we knew it before we were asleep was a popularity contest. Okay, we were all still damn near moving like we were still in school. The programming was just that strong. See, that's the first line of programming, is breaking the school system. Like, breaking the school chip is probably the most, you know what I'm saying, it's the most crucial and viral programming upon us all, because we all had to be put through school first. Then it was the job system, and then everything else, every other program followed after that. But it's that school system, it's that chip from the school system that fucking, you know what I'm saying, literally plagued on us the most. You know, because when you think about it, the reason why we judge each other so much is because we did the same. We all started in school judging each other. And then it just moved outside of school, and up through each and every grade we went. We just kept upgrading the judgment. We just kept going into different levels of judgment. You know, when we were kindergarten, first grade, second grade, we used to be in there. We used to, you know, probably, we used to, you know, put boogers on one another and shit like that. You know, little baby shit. You know what I'm saying? Then as we got to, like, you know, first, we got into second, third, you know, the more elementary grades. That's when we started calling each other names. And, you know, boys, like when we were kids, when we was boys and things like that, we used to say stuff like cooties, and the girls got cooties. No, don't sit with them. Get away from them. Get away from me. You got cooties, and all this other shit. Judging one another. You know what I'm saying? All of that. That little, we was already practicing spells and didn't even know it, heavily and mixed. And then as we got older, you know, middle school, ooh, it got treacherous. It got treacherous as fuck. Like, middle school, we damn near, you know what I'm saying? We got out that cootie phase, but now it was starting to get, because we was already going through what we was going through at home. Some homes were like worse than others, but we all picked up from our parents, you know what I'm saying? Some picked up good manners and some picked up bad manners. So, being that you was probably in a household that, you know what I'm saying, you didn't see your mom and dad had the best relationship. You didn't see, there was a lot of profanity, a lot of verbal usage. So you went to school picking up on that. Then lunging out at females, you know what I'm saying, going through what they going through in broken homes, bringing that shit to the school and then projecting that on others. To where it was then like, you know what I'm saying, get the fuck away from me. Damn, bitch. All this other shit, you know what I'm saying? Damn, nigga, and all this other, you know what I'm saying? So it was like, we all, you know what I'm saying? We all been there. Come on, man. We all been there. We all used to just cuss at school. Never cuss at home. We would just go to school and cuss. We were the adults that we wanted. Like, we would never be at home. We was like that at school. We was the adults that we wasn't at home, but we was at school. So we would just act like our parents when we go to school. And some projections of those that picked up from their parents and went to school was that of their ways that they saw in the household and just took it to school. So most of what we did in middle school was just we acted like adults. You know what I'm saying? We talked like adults. We treated each other like adults. You know what I'm saying? Being very verbal and disrespectful. You know what I'm saying? Especially when we lash out at teachers. Fuck you, bitch. And then it'd be almost like, you know, females, you know what I'm saying? Don't put your hands on me, nigga. All of that other shit. And then we get to high school, it gets even worse. Because now we in a state to where we damn near fully developed. Everything we done carried over from each development through up and up, we done upgraded our level of manner. So it's just like, you know, we get to high school, it's all about the flash, the bamboo, it's all about the flash, the bambay, you know what I'm saying? What you got, what you holding, who you know, what you on, what you up to. Then, you know what I'm saying, if you wasn't in the in crowd, you were shunned immediately. Because it was a different level of, now, projections. It was a different level. It wasn't the level in which was small. You was at a more intense, heavier level. High school wasn't no joke. That was probably, if anything, that was probably one of the worst periods, school periods of all of the school system combined was high school. If you, making it through high school was not an easy task for nobody. Individuals who end up transcending the realm right now, not transcending the realm right now, but those who end up transcending, can you believe that a lot of individuals who are not here today right now are gone because they end up taking their life due to high school, due to suicide and bullying and everything that took place in high school for them. High school was no joke. And I know this because I ain't saying that my I was always divinely protected, like I keep saying. I went through my whole school system. I went through the whole school system. Never got in a fight. Never was bothered. Never had anybody say anything to me. I was always the person that everybody was cool with. You know what I'm saying? Thus, you're probably the same as me. Also watching on the other end of this, you also went through this, family. So, the fact that you know what I'm saying, that there are individuals who, had such a tough go-round in high school. It's not easy at all. Preparing yourself, that's like going into the trenches of school. You're going, that's warful battle, energetically. Everything about it is just so energy consuming. It takes a toll on you. You think, and then, like I said, when I said we the fucking adults at school, that's what we were. We would go in there and clock in like a 9 to 5, and we were already feeling everything that we feel, that individuals, human, that, you feel now as an adult working a 9 to 5, being tired. You know what I'm saying? Because that's 9 to 5s are nothing but still the adult version of school. Everything had the school systematic ways placed on us. School never went nowhere. That's why that was the biggest minefield. That was a minefield that they put us through. It was like, you know what I'm saying? It was a hypno center. That is where that motherfucker must be broken first. Because everything that took place with the judgment, separation, and then you know, the shitting on one another started there. That's why so many people to this day, they still have so much disdain for individuals that they was in school for. Like, oh, I didn't like that bitch when I was in school. Oh, that's the nigga that fucking tried to sexually assault me in school. And knowing that I got a video on that essay, I got a video on sexual assault coming up. You know what I'm saying? It's going to drop when I'm called to drop it because it's an important topic. But being that, you know what I'm saying, it'd be so much stuff where, you know, people will hold what they hold towards individuals because they'll go right back to that school system and think back on it and not ever move past it. Like, it's so much grudge, it's so much grudges held, it's so much, you know what I'm saying, anger build up that's, you know, continuing to last because of that school system. And that's where a lot of individuals are, you know what I'm saying, are stuck within that school system of seeing how they move as they're still, you know what I'm saying, that they still move like it's a club formation, a clubful formation where you gotta be with the in crowd. So if you're not in the in crowd, because everybody that was popular in school, they tend to still think I'm the in crowd, so shit, I'm still doing things that, you know, everybody gonna notice me and give me attention. And it's almost like shitting on the little dude always, because the little dudes in school, the ones that never got that nobody ever saw, nobody paid attention to, nobody really, you know what I'm saying, thought that they was important. This is why you have your, you know what I'm saying, a lot of art, you'll have your artists that come out, these emo artists that come out, and they'll blow the fuck up because of the stories and, you know what I'm saying, the emotions, basically what they are, the emotional artists. They'll have all of these built up, pent up emotions that they done felt all over the course of their experience here, and they use that as a way to get ahead and get over on everybody that fucked them over in life, within their life, and become that underdog that everybody didn't believe in, and thus, you know what I'm saying, took on rank. So that's generally what it goes to be, because it's just like shitting on the underdog, but not to see that the underdog is really always on top, because there's no such thing as an underdog. There's only one thing. There's only such thing as a top dog. An underdog is it's an indefiled word. It's indefiably worded. You can't never be an underdog when, you know what I'm saying, you yourself didn't place that term on yourself. Somebody else came forth to place that term, which is why, you know, I always respect the underdog, because I know that it's not the underdog. It's just the individual that's not seen yet, because that person right there is the one that's taking in the most, because he's not getting recognized. He's the one that's working overnight. She's the one that's, you know what I'm saying, lining up that pitch, that sales pitch. He's the one that's, you know what I'm saying, getting ready to, you know what I'm saying, deliver upon the world a device that nobody has ever seen before, because he's been in the lab, she's been in the lab, this person's been in the lab, and they ain't never stopped, because that drive of knowing that they want it that bad, because individuals are not seeing them. It just goes to show that you are literally a top dog, because where you have your drive is more compelling than another's. And just the fact that somebody doesn't want to see to you, or somebody doesn't want to hear or listen or come across, to know that you have something to offer in a good way, and in a way which is meaningful to you, that you look on to see that this is something that's important. And since everybody want to overlook what I see that's important, that makes it even more important. Because They gonna soon see that you've been the top dog all along. Alpha shit. But look, I just basically want to give that, you know what I'm saying, that message to you watching. If you feel anything in this message, if you resonated with it, you know what I'm saying, and it came in clear, and you saw it, you get what I'm saying, then know that all is well with you. If you felt like, you know, shit, hey, this shit talking to me, know that you ain't got, you been every bit of, you know what I'm saying, on the right path with what you done got going on. Because nobody, truth be told, nobody was really anybody in school. Everybody just everybody just basically, you know what I'm saying, grabbed the label or grabbed the title. Grabbed the label and the title. Like it was like a fucking fishbowl, and everybody was just reaching in like, okay, I'm popular. I guess I'm lame. I guess I'm normal. I guess I'm a goth. I guess I'm goth. I guess I'm depressed and I got anxiety. Everybody was just grabbing labels and titles out of a fishbowl and just putting them on themselves in school. It would have been no different if we walked around with signs saying, hey, I'm Jimmy the lame. Hey, I'm Gary the popular kid. It's just like nobody was really anybody. We just was walking around unconsciously, you know what I'm saying, letting it just manifest itself. Like, you know what I'm saying? Knowing damn well how I see it today, it's like none of that shit exists at all. But people still act as though it does. That's just the thing. That's the reason why it won't even make it. It won't even make it any much longer. It's just going to die itself out because too many people are waking up and truth is coming up to the forefront to expose these, you know what I'm saying, ill-mannering ways. Separation is going to like literally, you know what I'm saying, be void very soon. Unity is going to come to the forefront. And when it does, oh, how it will be so sweet that there will no longer be the underdog. It will just be thus what it really is, the top dog. Being that everybody's that. There's no such thing as an underdog, but we go off of it, but I know what it really stems to be. But look, I hope this message, you know what I'm saying, brought you clarity, sharpness, and, you know, you resonated with it, really. All right? Keep taking care of yourself. I love you. See you in the next one.